Company's Christie technology screens. I'm trying to make sure I don't hit the buttons on my phone as I put in my phone into my tripod here. All right, so let's talk about how much money are you actually saving versus my product versus Crows1176, who's a fellow who sells screen paint on YouTube. He advertises on YouTube. So let's see if you're really saving any money. Now, like I said, projectors that are being used in those demonstrations, in order for you to be able to get the exact same image, like right now, any projector we're using here, for you to get the exact same image, you would have to have the exact same projector. I'm telling you that bar none, that's what you're going to have. Keep in mind, as I said before, with our technology, because we use such low-grade projectors, pretty much any projector you use next to one of these models, or same model, whatever you may use, is going to be to give you an amazing image. Any projector over this is going to give you an insane image. So let me show you the projectors that we use in this environment. Over here, we have, and I got my list right here on exactly how much money we're saving you. Over here, we have a Christie LW401 for portrait. That projector right there cost me $109. We have a Sony VPL FH30. That projector cost me $300. We have a Christie LWU505. That projector cost me $500. We have a NEC, which I know the model of it, but I don't know offhand. That projector, I'll put the model of each one. That projector cost me $60. Most likely you get that projector somewhere in the range of under $200. Short throw projector, which we use here also, that projector cost me a price tag of $139 or $140 to be even. So I was able to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 projectors we use in this environment for this setup in here. So that came to a total of around $1,109. That's what I paid for my 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 projectors. So for 5 projectors, I was able to buy for $1,109. Now, if I add in my sound bar, which is over here, and my sub over here, my price tag plus the screen paint, which I'm going to be going to limit and just say we're going to do 48 ounces, because I want to make sure we have enough. Always do 40 ounces if we're doing a whole wall. Always do 40 ounces for the customer. That all together, my total price tag for paint, 5 projectors, and my sound bar would come to around a price tag of, we'll put the rates at the bottom, $1,785. That's my price tag right there for 5 projectors, my sound bar, and the screen paint at 48 ounces. Now, if you look at Crows1176's products altogether, his projector alone would cost you $3,300, including if you purchase a screen paint at 1 quart, which would be needed to paint his screen size, which I say roughly $89. Altogether would be $3,389. So no, you would not be saving any money. Now, the reason why we're coming up with this, because we made some calculations, and I'm talking a bunch of forum sites, and forum site like Price-wise. And the guy was like, do you have any idea how much money people are saving by using your technology? Keep in mind, we're over 18 certified screens included. That's another couple of thousands and thousands of dollars, because we can back our technology saying we can take on gunmetals or just about any screen we can put our hands on. Our screens can overpower it. So then to get a loan, that saves you thousands of dollars. But to do an add up, not including the speakers, because we know the speakers are a couple of $1,000s. So altogether, his entire set, not saying his own entire setup, but just the screen paint and projector alone would cost you easily $3,389. That's 1 projector. We have 5 in our setup here. We have 5 projectors, including $556 for the screen paint And the sound bar would cost me about $1,785. That's it. On top of that, consider the fact that we have a much larger screen size. We use more ambient light in the environment, and my setup here is absolutely insane on the projectors we have here. So if you're saving people hundreds, they would have to spend thousands in order to be able to get the same image. If anybody wanted the same image that I'm using in here, they would have to get the exact same projector, which either one of these would be extremely cheap. None of these would cost you $1,000. None of them. So let me go get my PS4 off my stand, because that's what's firing up right now. You're getting that. I'm very happy because the fellow who took interest to advertise for us, oh, keep in mind, we're on a different platform for that one. So our platform is not for YouTube for that one. We're on a different platform. On that platform, we have accumulated a lot of attention. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate it. Let me bring it over here. So for the price of what I'm paying right now for my setup, I can run 3 screens of my setup at one time, or I can run a massive 150-inch, or I can run a 140-inch screen of an ultra short that it costs $60. $60. All the remote controls are always in the next room. And have all my lights on while I'm doing it. None of these projectors have insane bells and whistles attached to them, which means I don't have to worry about it because Screen Meeting does all the work, so I don't have to spend the money for these overpriced machines. I'm going to go over here. Let's see what's going on with the big boy down there, who doesn't seem to be registering. There we go. So that's the beautiful thing about our technology. We do not have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars. Our screens do not use high-end, high-expensive projectors just to make the screen look good. We can use cheap projectors off of eBay that are not going to cost us all this money. Projectors behind me have somewhere between 1,000, maybe 2,001 contrast ratio. That's all that's required. This one on this section is 720p. The two 1080p projectors we're using here and here, sorry, cost me under $1,000. Actually, under, technically think about it, under $600. So the one on the top is 3 at 1080p, and the one at the bottom is only 500 bucks. Most people would skip over these projectors because, like I said, they're older models and they figure they're not going to be able to produce what they're supposed to produce at the end of the day. But that's something we have a problem with because our technology does all the work. The problem is what you have with these screen paints and projection screens today out here in the market. The screens can't keep up, so people have to end up spending more and more money for more expensive projectors to keep up, just to end up with a projector that only has 30% of this capability. We can come in and we can do a setup that costs us next to nothing because in the end, our screen paint does all the work. Most people are worrying about displaying one screen. We're displaying actually 3 screens at the same time. And my screens hit almost near to the top of the ceiling. So that means my screens are pretty much hitting the light from the ceiling all the way to the very top. Make sure everything's still there. I'm gonna come in and grab this one. Like those verticals. Right. All right, I'm doing a few things here. Got my stuff. Let's see. Okay, so using a P2 ultra real laser 4K projector. So I'll put some information here for the page to add up. Projector, price 3,300. Let's see. Here. Okay. On. price. Full price is around. What did we get on that measurement? Great. Everything's way over there. Bad habit of mine of putting things where too far from me. Oh, it's right here. This is my readout. Let's see. That'd be around 3,000. 3,000. Yeah, 3,000. $389. Okay. Let's see. My setup. Let's see. Setup. Okay. Let's see. Cost. And his screen size is about 100 inches on his. Let's see. Cost. The screen size. Size 100 inches. 16.9. And let's see. My cost for my projectors. Let me see. My projectors, my screen size. My screen size. 144. 16. It's 16. I won't mind the 16:9 and 16:10. I have 2 aspect ratio for my screen size because how big it is. I can do 16:9 or 16:10. When you're doing a 100-inch screen, you actually can't do 16:10 because what will happen is you will oversplash that border. So you can't do that. You have to have a big screen to run both at the same time. So my screen size comes in at 16. Let me see where it's 16. Actually, we do more than that. We actually do 235.1. So we do quite a lot on this giant screen. Let me see where I want to go in here. Into some fish. There we go. All right, we're at 144 inch. Let's see. Yeah, 16.9 and 16:10. 10, we do both of those. Let's see. My projectors and price. Whew, we got quite a lot. We got 5 here. So let's start off with projectors. We are using the Christie. See, let's start off with the ViewSonic. No, start off with NEC. NEC ultra short throw. Price for that one. What's the model number for that projector? I know it has a UMX. Get that one mixed up between the other one. Let's see what we got here. What's the model number on that machine? Which I need that one for the demonstration. I think this one is a UM 361X. 361X. That's the model for that one. It's all short throw. And over here we have the short throw. Let's see what's the model for this one. Oh, that's an M300WS. So that's M300WS. And that would be short throw. This would be ultra short throw. All right, good to know. I'm gonna go and get that other one too. I'm gonna fish. I like that one too. Definitely want to do this one. This is pretty cool to watch. All right, so let me see. That's the ultra short throw. Let's see. Model number for that projector would be UM. Are we capped on this one? Nope, we're not capped on it. Let's go back. That'd be UM 361 361X. 361X. Okay, we got NEC short throw. Short throw. Model number for that projector is M300WS. WS. Let me see. Next projector we have is Christie. Christie. Christie projector. This one would be, let's see, the LW401. All right. Christie projector. Let's see. We got two Christies here. I thought we were running two Christies in here at the same time. One is 1080p. Oh crap! I thought about that. I didn't even think about that. We got two Christies running at the same time. That's a 1080p Christie. That's a 720p. That's the one I was telling you to go out and buy. The one for $179. That's the one in portrait mode. The 1080p model, that version, is sitting right there at the bottom. But our technology, you can't tell one from the other. You really can't. One costs $500, the other one costs $179. So I have about 6 projectors running in here for this unit. So, we can run short throwing off the screen. We're going to be doing a demonstration off that one again because we got a lot on Instagram. They got me loaded up on Instagram now. I told you about the fellow who got like over 1 million followers. He's obsessed with our stuff, man. He loves our technology. We're sending him out all kinds of stuff. He's going to be doing reviews against our products and everything. But he's been posting us. I think in the last, hour or so, on one of the Instagram accounts we're set up, we had something like 3,000 or 4,000 hits. They're trying to get his viral over there. That's what he's doing. He's getting his viral over there. So he's been advertising us, promoting us like crazy. I'll show you some of the screenshots we got. It's insane. I already up to like 40, 50, 60 likes on one of the videos. Yeah, bunch of followers. He is basically promoting to get me basically viral. Because he's saying the technology I have has to be out there in the market. So, yep, like I said, it's going to be popping. But this summer's going to be crazy, I told you. So we're sending him up right there. He's reviewing all our stuff. Everything we have, he's reviewing it, showing it to all his followers. Because again, like I said, even with its followers, you're still going to have people questioning our work. So that's why it's important to have the test demonstrations done. That's why it's important to show people where you're really saving money. Somebody's coming up there and telling you you're saving thousands, you're saving hundreds. You're not saving any money at the end of the day. In order for you to be able to get that same image off that same projector, you're going to have to spend $3,300 to do it. Just like in here, if you want to get the images we're posting right now, you're going to have to spend the money for these projectors. The best thing about these projectors are cheap. You can eBay these projectors for pretty much nothing. Most people are going to spend anywhere from $700 to $800 for a projector. Anyway, basic don't spend that much money. These projectors are the most expensive one we have in here is $500, and that's it. $500, and that's the one that's displaying at the bottom. Wait, I'm going to do the seam the rocks. The metal. Yeah, I'm doing the metal. So, the more and more publicity we get, And more people notice our technology, the worse it gets for the trolls. It gets really bad for you guys. Because now you're gonna pick up your own version of trolls. They're gonna be now connected to you, that are gonna be bashing you every single day for how you carried on toward us. Because these are people who are gonna buy it, they're gonna testimony our products, they're gonna come and see your videos, and they're gonna say, oh, these individuals right here just hating on this man for the sake of hating on him. Yeah, you're gonna basically pick up trolls, some pretty nasty ones that are gonna connect to you. Because at the end of the day, people are going to see that all you do is hate, and people can't stand trolls at the end of the day. They can't stand them. But yet, you guys sit up in the dark with one little projector, and I can display with 3 on my screen with no problem whatsoever. In a fully lit environment, when the sun comes up, I can open up my curtains and let the light push right on through. And my projectors cost less, my screen's bigger, I produce more light in my environments, and yet you guys are in these small little areas and these dark areas trying to control light. Yeah, man, y'all don't add up. Even your setups don't add up. My setup here costs less than y'all's. The one in the next room will cost my customer $650. They can have the screen, wallpaper, screen paint, sound bar, fire stick, and projector all in one hit for $650. The P2, for what you paid for in your demonstration, and like I said, you can go to any form site and say, hey, look, what's the difference between a Sony VPL FH30 and the P2? Are they the same? They'll say, oh, heck no, things aren't the same. Number one, the P2 is going to produce a much higher contrast level. Sad thing about it is, you're going to pay for it. You're definitely going to pay for that. You're not getting that for free at the end of the day. Our technology doesn't make a difference if your projector is 100 to 1 or if your projector is 20,000 to 1. You're still going to have the ultimate black contrast level because 38 blacks can produce a contrast level which is extremely high because the screen is actually jet black. Look at the gunmetal technology. Downstairs in the max out room, they come off gray. Up here, they turn black. That's that contrast shifting technology we embedded into the screen to allow the screen to be able to accept. And if you walk, people think it's chameleon paint. No, chameleon paint actually changes when you move around it. It doesn't change at all, period. We're not going to explain the technology behind black shifting technology. You guys understand all that technology came from God. That's why it makes it one of the most bad and darkest gunmetals out there, because there's no gunmetal. Any gunmetal against the screen automatically starts to fade. And you're watching all 3 of my screens fire up at the same time. From 720p, it's a 720p projector, full 1080p, and the 1080p at the top. I'm spending any money for any projectors at the end of the day. I'm doing my add-out right now. I got 5 projectors, 6 projectors in my environment. Even at ultra short though, I can display at 143 inches. I'm just wasting too much money on these paints. They're saying they're saving you all this money. They're not saving any money. But anyway, if you go back to any form site and you say, okay, what's the difference between the two? They'll sit there and give you a long list of why that projector has enhancements attached to it to be able to make the screen look the way it does. And even with all the enhancement, it still can't do what our technology can do. Can't do fully lit environments. Can't produce contrast levels in fully lit environments because the screen will wash out and fade. Can't do comparisons against certified screens because it will have issues on that. And again, nothing wrong with the projector. The P2 is an amazing piece of machinery. The only problem is, again, if you basically don't have the right screen, your projector isn't worth jack at the end of the day. That's why I can come in here and go on those form sites with these projectors over here, the relics. Projectors have been discontinued since 2012, old projectors, and I can overshadow projectors that would cost $25,000 because their screen can't produce. Nothing wrong with the projector, again, way better than my technology, but the reason why they can't get that performance is because the screen is blocking it. It's dumbing down the projector. So that's why they go out and they spend all this money for these expensive projectors to try to make the screen do something that it can't do. And even in all that, it's still a failure. So that's why they don't want to do the swap out. If they do the swap out, you'll get a chance to see the screen for what it really looks like. I know because I used to develop black and white paint screen paints. So that's what you're going to get. All right, we got a Christie right here. This is 1480p, right? Let's put the 720p's and the 1080p's right there. You're not saving any money. If we did, like I said, if I sat down and did a comparison on both setups, I would come out with another much bigger screen. Good gracious. More light in the environment. You can throw meters in there and show you. And more projectors. They can't do that. They can't even have a window open near that screen and it'll wash out. So yeah, you're going to spend a lot of money. You're not saving any money. He's telling you you're saving money by paying $89 for house paint, because pretty much that's what it is. Until they back it up, it is what it is. It's house paint. People sit there and say, well, that's not true. Well, where's the demonstrations backing it that it's not house paint? There isn't any, right? Okay, it's house paint. So, as I said before, you're paying $89 for house paint. He's telling you you're saving money. Where are you saving money if you have to spend $3,300 for a projector? Go back and do the same thing. Well, from the demonstrations I've seen, clearly you can't. Because what I've seen so far, I've seen one person on top of a roof with a plexiglass, and her screen was completely washed out because the black bars from the top to the bottom are not supposed to blend into the screen at all. They're supposed to be black. That's why they're called black bars, not tan bars, not gray bars. They're called black bars. If you look at the fellow on his channel, on his advertisement for his on the I guess video over there, that video is so dark I would have mistaken it for his. That video is completely in complete darkness. The fellow with the leisure projector, that screen was completely washed out and faded from the door. All the rest of them I've seen from there on in, mostly dark, poorly lit environments. None of those videos look anything like the screen he was displaying. Not one of them. So if you want that same image, you're going to have to get that same exact projector. And again, that is going to cost you a whopping $3,300. So altogether, including just the screen paint, would cost you around $3,389. That's exactly what you're going to pay. And you haven't even bought your sound system yet. You haven't even bought your chairs or anything else for your movie setup. None of that yet. So you still have to add that in too. So we're not done with that. Let me see. This is the LW. What's the LW? Yeah, LW. LWU 50505. Let's see. My price tag for that projector. Let me see. Let's see, projector. Projector price. 5505 was $500. $500. Let me see. It's $500. Let's see, price for copy. Price for this one for the Christie. That one was $109. It's $109 for that projector. Price for this projector was this the short throw NEC. That was $140. $140. Alright. Price for the NEC ultra short throw. Price for that one was $60. I still can't believe I got that projector for $60. And I walked in, right place, right time, and got that projector for $60. Let's see, screen paint. ADV ambient rejection 38. Gunmetal. Black Widow. 48 ounces. 48 ounces. 48 ounces. Z. Price. price would be, and we're going to be posting it. The same post is going to be posted over to any forms that we're attached to now, from now on. Anything we post here gets transferred over there too, and over to the website. That's about $556. Let's see. So you're complaining because our prices are $556. At $556, not only can I paint a 180-inch screen out of that, but like I said, I can do easily, gunmetal or any form of certified screen that laser inside screen can't compete with it. That saves my customers thousands and thousands of dollars, a lot of money, where you have not tested your screens against any form, some certified, but not on the level they should be tested on. We have done over 18, and including 6 ultra short throw setups already done. I can display my screen at 150, 180, and now pretty soon a 250-inch screen on venues, which you have not even done either at all, period. You're still stuck inside, and even inside, you do not generate enough light to be considered to be a normal environment. Your environment is below normal, because that's why anytime your customers will contact me to fix the problem, they're usually in a darker environment. The everyday person's not going to turn their environment that dark. This is my everyday environment. Every day. Just using the overhead lights, that's all we're using. This is normal lighting for home. Your environment does not have normal lighting. And this environment is very dark. I should be to see everything in the environment. Anytime you move into a house and you turn on the lights, you want to make sure you see everything in the environment. You turn the lights on, you can barely make out areas in the corners. And it's something wrong with electricity, or something's wrong with the house. Not a place you want to be at the end of the day. It's too dark. So your environments are too dark. Even with this room with colored walls, because all the walls in my house is very bright. This room is the only one that has colored walls in here like this, and it's still brighter than your environment. So that's a problem right there. Depending on ultra short throw for all tests, not a good idea. Even on your website, when you claim that you've been tested on 2200 lumens, how many 2200 lumen demonstrations have you done? Do you have over 30? Because we have way over 30. Up to about 1,000, somewhere between that line. How many do you have? You don't have that many. Most of your demonstrations are done on the ultra short throw projector that you're using, because that's the one that's going to give you the best picture quality. That's the one you're going to lean to the most. That's why you can't separate from it when it comes to the challenge. You can't do it. 1 year without that projector would kill you. It would. You have to depend on it. So yes, our product proves what it can do at the end of the day. You just do fake demonstrations. I guarantee you're probably on vacation right now trying to avoid those test demonstrations we gave you. You still haven't even backed your product up to the network grade 773. We know you haven't done that demonstration already. So for those you don't know, his screen paint came up matching a household paint by Sherwin-Williams called Network Grade 773 or WS773. Matched it perfectly. So did the Digital and Crystal screen paint. All the products we had up there matched it with no problem. So we don't make Digital one anymore. We post the ingredients for free. We even gave them the opportunity to go in and do a review for Digital and Crystal screen paint. Mind, this is a 9-year-old product. It's been around for a very long time. So we offered to ship them up. Nor has Fernando called me, nor has Fernando emailed me at any time to do the demonstrations against Digital and Crystal screen paint, which he refuses to do. Because it would match his product. And again, the ingredients is posted to a website that you can go in and get the ingredients anytime you want. So there's no way you can cheat at it. As for his rant on the gunmetal, well, we told you, buy it. Go to the site and buy it. Neither him or Partey has placed an order for anything on the website. This is why we know that a lot of the demonstrations they did were fake. No one gave them any paint at the end of the day. I know majority, all the customers we ship out. Don't you know that I have connections with a lot of my customers? I know who sells and who has what. I keep a record of everything. I'm very thorough about how I do things in business. That's how I'm so easy. I can come in and break down how much money you guys are making, because I know what you're making at the end of the day, and I know how much it costs for this and that and the other. And if it is what I think it is, neither one of you are making any money at all. You're working for pennies. Because the reason why, because your product has no worth attached to it because you refuse to do test demonstrations. Not only that, you have proved already that neither one of you on camera know what you're talking about because the very things that you talk about, you cannot even back up. 2 quarts of paint to a 300-inch screen, not going to happen. Still haven't backed that up. A multi-screen application of fusions of paint to make this one super paint, break it down. Not going to happen. I'm calling you out on this stuff and you guys can't back it up. But if you ask me and say people, hey, his product is nothing but black paint, well, we've done that before. I've gone up to Lowe's and bought 3 different versions of black paint, got that on tape, painted my name into a screen and repainted it over several times, done that already. Did paint demonstrations on YouTube and Facebook, on Instagram and TikTok of showing me painting the screen with black paint live on camera and displaying against my product. We've done all those tests. And then I dropped them at 1,000 lumens in a max zone. Ran the demonstration again yesterday. What are we doing there? Certified white screen, gray screen paint, and black paint on 1,000 lumens, and still was able to produce better color. No matter what color I chose, I can back my work. You guys can't. That's why your product doesn't have any worth to it. You can't even beat the notorious Network Grade 773 at the end of the day. I'm terrified of that product. And like I said, if I was still developing digital and crystal screen paint, I would be terrified too, extremely terrified. Because that paint has a perfect tone of gray. Perfect. The problem when you're mixing gray screen paints, when you put black paint into it, you have to get that perfect tone. You can't put too much black paint and you can't put less in it. There's a perfect tone, and the Network Grade 773 has it. You wouldn't have to do much to trigger that stuff off. Drop a little glitter into that, man, you're done. That's it. That's screen paint for you right there. So we came to that conclusion because after seeing the demonstration, mind you, this is actually his demonstration, not ours, of showing him how to make a black and white paint product. I'm thinking like, how far would this person go to just ship you everyday gray paint? And that's where the idea popped in. So I went to Sherwin-Williams. I talked to the fellow over there. We couldn't figure out exactly what gray we wanted. And he showed us this network gray. I was like, oh, that's perfect. We need that. Ship over a gallon of it. Shipped over a gallon. And we got the cheapest one that they had. The cheapest one that they had. They had one for like 17 bucks. No, 23. It's 23. Yeah, 20. The super paint's a little bit more. But 23 bucks. Bought that over here. Painted it in. Match. The minute I popped off the top and I said, this is not going to go well. And it didn't. It matched 3 of his products. It'll match quite a few of those. Now, if you want to get the rest of the products, not hard to do, you drop in a couple of tablespoons of black paint into that stuff, you would match literally everything he has. And Partey's also too, with no problem. Partey stuff is really easy. When I saw the demonstration of all that he went through to paint that screen in, and then just to watch that screen splash over to his theater wall and blend, oh man, it's not good. That is really not good. So that right there, I could see that all I would have to do is just get the same color the wall was in the theater room. Pretty much that's his product right there. He really didn't show a difference in that. So that one is software gray. So what I'm going to do after this, when we're done this demonstration, I'm going to show you what to look for when you go on, when we go on Sherwin-Williams. How to basically, which paint you need to buy. Pretty much, you can hit any one of those with no problem whatsoever because they haven't done any tests. And that's one of the tests you should be doing, is testing your product against other gray screen paint products. Especially ones that people can make. That's what you should be doing. All right, let me see. We have, watch all my projectors and paint. My soundbar that I paid for. We added that in there. I always have my soundbar in there. I think it's a TCL. A TCL soundbar. Soundbar. Inside. Price. Paid 120 bucks when I got that thing. It's a lot cheaper now. They're a lot cheaper, like 89 bucks for them. And my cost for my whole setup, my full price, full price is around $1,785. All right. But you're probably going to save more because on the soundbars are like 98 bucks now. So you're going to save money on that. We're going to do ultra short though comparison. How much money are you saving? Oh, that's going to be pretty bad for you, man. That is going to be bad for both of you. The fact that I'm using an NEC 720p XGA projector that cost me 60 bucks. And the fact that it would probably cost my customers if they were to buy it under $200, and I'm displaying at 143 inches in a fully lit environment, where you guys are sitting in the dark at 100 inches. That's it. And that's not good at all. So that's not good. That's something you don't want. That's nothing to, we were in Dow. Dow was a forum site over there, and we were showing off the projector. And then we didn't show the projector off. Everybody was trying to figure out how in the world we got the screen to display. Where did we get the screen paint? Number one, because the screen was black. Everybody else had gray and white screens in there. So that's another thing they're trying to figure out. Number two, we're trying to figure out how we got the screen at 143 inches without deterioration to the screen. No discoloration, none of that for the environment, how we're doing this. And we had to tell them, because we're not using your projector, and we're using this high-end screen paint. And there you go. That sparked curiosity. That's all we want to do is just spark curiosity. So you just spent $3,100 for a projector that you can put to an image of 150 inches without the screen washing out, fading, or deteriorating. And on top of that, keep in mind, they don't work on diamonds. They don't work on any gunmetal screens because they don't produce a high enough bright level, or their lamp level is completely falsified. But they don't pick up a high enough lamp level to even do it on a gunmetal screen. I have never seen one on a diamond. I have never seen one of them on a dark Star 9 or any of the heavy gunmetal screen. They don't pick up at all. They have issues. They come up too dark. And the problem is the projector. So they couldn't figure out how we were displaying that big of an image. And then we showed them, said, look, 60 bucks. This projector would cost you under $200. And my image looks better than theirs because even with all the power they claimed the projector had, it looks bad because the screen is being displayed on. That's why the contrast level that you're seeing in Crows1176 demonstration is completely misleading to customers, because any customers with a projector below that unit is not going to be able to pick up the same amount of contrast that projector is picking up, and clearly the projector is doing all the work. There is no way in the world you're going to be able to pick up the exact same contrast capability or any of the projectors I have here compared to that particular model, like the JVC we saw in the other room that had something like 10 million to 1 contrast. This thing was insane contrast levels. Again, it would make the P2 projector look like a paperweight at the end of the day. And that thing wasn't even picking up the way it was supposed to be picking up. My full price for my setup is $1,700. And $85. So that's my setup right there. So Crow's entire setup, this is just projector and screen paint alone. $3,300 for that unit, $89 for the paint, cost $3,389. My setup involving 5 projectors running screen size at 144 inches. The screen size is at 116.9. That's not 120 inch by far. Please don't lie and say it's a 120 inch screen. I've had so many 120 screens, it's not even funny. I build those, by the way, so we know that's not what it is. The difference between buying and building, I build my screens at the end of the day, so I know the sizes of them. Let's see, so yeah, he has a 100 inch screen. Our screen's 144 at 16.9 1610. His price tag for all his together like $3,389. Let's see. Our price tag for 5 projectors, including a 144 inch screen and sound bar, will cost you $1,785. Oh man. Even my screen in the next room is at 106 inches, but it's 4 feet by 8 feet for the wallpaper. So that's set up in there. Still, altogether, with the sound bar, screen, the whole 9 yards, $650. That's including the Fire Stick. Until on top of that, that's $650. Still way less than a $3,300 projector. Too much money. Anytime customers come over, we don't advise them to go out and buy the most expensive projector because we don't need it to make our screen look good. We advise them to get projectors they can get off eBay for very, very cheap. Way too much money. You don't spend any money because you're spending way too much. Let me see what we want to do over here. I want to come over here. I want to show off. So much stuff I can play over here. Let's do. I'm gonna do it here. We got this one. AK Desired Nature. Now you can see my screen goes all the way up to the ceiling with all that light making contact with the screen. Let me see, where is the Fire Stick? Last time there was the Fire Stick on my chair because my chair consumes everything. Oh, Fire Stick is over here. Let me go over to, let me see. I'm gonna go here. What if I can get a vertical outer space? It'd be really cool. Vertical 4K. Oh, we're on the wrong keyboard. Ooh. I'm trying to figure out where we're at on the wrong keyboard. We got two keyboards for our at the same time. So we're definitely on the wrong keyboard with this one. This one's done. So I'm gonna come over here and post. Post over here so that can activate. There we go. And I need to go over to here on this keyboard. Vertical. Ooh, that's really pretty. I like that. That's a little better. A little bit hypnotic. I like that. That's pretty nice. It looks like a full screen mode. Ooh, I like that. That looks pretty hot, doesn't it? Contrast shifting technology in the gunmetal. Now, like I said, when you display that screen downstairs, mind you, all these projectors are in eco mode, every last one of them. But when I display the image downstairs and show you that screen, it's actually gray. It's a dark, dark gray. But when we bring it up and display it, they turn black because they have that shifting technology embedded into them. And again, I'm trying to explain to individuals who claim to have gunmetal technology, you don't have it. What you have is you have either charcoal gray or you have either gray, but you do not have gunmetal. You don't understand what a gunmetal screen is. Gunmetal screens, like I said, are screens that are literally so dark, they're on the edge of being black, but not quite black. That's what they are. The closer you come to that edge, the more advanced the gunmetal becomes. And keep in mind, you're still going to have to maintain extremely high white levels and colors without sacrificing tilting that edge. The Frankenstein is not gunmetal. It's actually charcoal gray. That's what it is. The UV mix would be the darkest mix I've ever seen over here we've had from him, and that doesn't even register as a gunmetal. It doesn't have the ability to pull that white level. It comes up really, really bad, especially if you put that against the, what's that screen called? Daylight's technology. We did that demonstration, we had a live demonstration on that. Didn't do well at all. The Daylight was able to maintain the white levels, colors were brilliant, where the UV mix came out too dark, way too dark. And that's what happens when you mix black and white paint together. You get the same reaction. So yeah, we know, running those tests, we definitely know. We got, ooh, man, that is freaking psychedelic. I like that one right there. What do we have over here? I want to do this right here. Got a card chase over here. At the top. I might have to bring up the 3D map for this. We can have some fun up here. Let's see. Yeah, you're spending way too much money. Way too much money. Like I said, 3 projectors set up doesn't cost me any money at all. Every last one of these projectors I have in here under 600 bucks. No calibrating, none of that nonsense. This room is dark, no dark corners, nothing but light, as it should be. And the minute the sun comes up, I'm going to stare right out my window. You should be doing it. If you have good technology, you should be right next to a window. Give them the opportunity to mimic and copy the same demonstration I'm doing right here, but you can't. You know why? Because you're going to need a really big screen to display 3 projectors at the same time, and they can't be. Keep in mind, any one of the projectors under that P2 is going to show a difference, a big difference. So that's definitely going to get you a problem right there. Because remember, the whole purpose of the challenge for the 1-year 720p is to show at the end of the day that the P3 or P2 has an advantage point and is showing these images due to the fact that it's because of the projector and not the screen. So he can't do a multi-setup. He can't even do it at the end of the day. He can't, because he's stuck to that projector. He can't even do any real certified demonstrations because majority of certified you run across are going to be long throw. You can't throw ultra short those on because they go dark. So that's going to be another problem he's going to have. And as you can see, we've already tested our product against Screen Innovation. If we didn't, there'd be no point in them sending us an email or contacting us if we didn't do product demonstrations against their products. But yet, I haven't seen this product go against Diamond technology or any of the darker technologies. Nope. Gotta do those tests, man. You and both partake, gotta do those tests. Now we come back in, I'm gonna show you what screen paints will match their products. We're gonna go to Sherwin-Williams, we're gonna look up a color pattern and show you what they got over there. And I guarantee any one of the screen paints I pick out are gonna match. And they should take note, copy it on those screen paints that I have displayed, and go do those tests, go buy those paints and do those tests. Give you the model numbers and everything, and I guarantee you, every last one of them are gonna match. The reason why we know they're gonna match because we gave them that test last year and they avoided it at all costs. So when somebody avoids a test right from the door, when we have to ask them multiple times, it means we're right. They can't do it. So just like we told him to take that demonstration of him making that paint, that black and white paint, to prove that he's not selling to his customers a free product, and that at the end of the day his product is more than what black and white paint, can't do it. Been asking that since last year. So you can't do it. You're stalling. That means it's true. The minute somebody mentions anything about projectors, man, I'm the first person on the scene with the projector setup. We're gonna do this today, so and so and so, and so and so and so. Yeah, I'm the first person on the scene. Break it down for you. Go in there and break it down. Not no couple of minutes flashing across the screen, couple hours or so, breaking it down, showing you how it's done. That's why we're having all those test demonstrations. Anytime I walk into any one of those forum sites and my stuff is questioned, I can back it up. I'm waiting for somebody to say, well, you're just using 5,000 projectors. What about low lumen projectors in that environment? Oh man, please say that. Because we got that demonstration we did yesterday on a 1,000 lumen projector. I can come like, yeah, not only did we do the demonstration, but we did it against a white sheet of paper. We did it on a certified versus a certified screen. We did it versus black paint. Yeah, please open up that can of worms for me today. I'll be waiting. People coming, we're in a backyard forum site right now. They're talking about, well, what's your screen paint look like outside? A big old grin just pops up on the side of my face, the side of the screen you want. None of them in there are displaying off 180-inch screens. The average screen we see for the home is probably about 120, maybe 150. About 180 inch? Nah, you don't see too many of those in there. Wait till they see the black inflatable screen we're going to do. I told you have to have a special screen paint to do an inflatable screen. Had to have special. Inflatable screens, the material, they use a soft PVC, or sometimes they use a form of a fabric mesh. They can be extremely temperamental, which means, yes, the screen paint will lift off the surface. This is a product, a screen that you take it down and you fold it up over and over again, and you blow it up, you take it down, you blow it up. Yeah, it has to take a lot of abuse. So we got a special formula for that. I told you we have an invisible version. Any technology we develop is an invisible version of it. Black Widow has an invisible version. Gunmetal has one too. So we're going to do a couple inflatable screens for you. That's just something you can do yourself. Much easier for that way. Very expensive to ship an inflatable screen, really is. It's a big screen. So we'll show you a tutorial video how to do it. Very simple, extremely easy to do. Your kids literally could paint the screen. Literally, seriously, your kids could paint the screen. New York City walkthrough, 4K. I like watching these. All right, creepy. Not into the creepy stuff. Just not into it. Nighttime walkthrough. Where's the nighttime walkthrough? Like that one better. Manhattan drone. Alright, I'll take that. That's pretty cool. Past time here, people. We gotta go. I'm trying to keep the time at a certain limit. Now I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna show you what tones. If you're in that gray screen paint stuff at the end of the day, as I said before, you're paying way too much money. Way too much money at that. So we're gonna show you what tones you need to get from Sherwin-Williams. And if these two at the end of the day feel that I'm wrong on this, they can do a test themselves. Where's my fish at? I'm gonna go to my fish. I see these are nice little cute ones. What this one? Oh, this is hot. That is definitely hot. I'm keeping that. That's nice. I like that. That is kind of hypnotic right there. Let's see what we got here for the top. I was in here last night. I was watching Netflix off one of them, Hulu off another one, and over here, doing a little game, PC gaming. Freaking love it. All right, I gotta go. We're gonna be switching over here on this side to the computer. I'm gonna have to go in and put in separate shopping carts. Still got people who can't find it, so they're just going onto the site and they're not seeing it, and they're replying back to us. So right now, I gotta come in here and I gotta design labels for the gunmetal, and we're gonna put in separate carts. So when you go in, you can skip right from the carts from there. Because now we got followers coming over. Pretty soon they're gonna be hitting, they're putting our links in. Pretty soon, I tell you, the guy got all the followers. He's going and he's putting in links in for our YouTube channel, everything. Oh, we got paid a couple of times. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. Oh, wonderful, 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 wonderful. Thank you so much. What did they get? What did they buy? Freaking amazing. Awesome. Freaking amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. Got a couple companies in here asking us for advertising. Man, the guy is doing an amazing job. He's doing an amazing job. Yeah, we're going to be busy this summer. Really busy this summer. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. God is amazing. God is good or what? Like I said, this fellow, we bumped into him. Like he contacted us. He's actually been watching us for a while. And he contacted us. And he was like, he liked all the stuff we have over here and what we're doing and all that stuff. And, he just wants to promote it. He just wants to see my company grow. So, usually sometimes, I don't believe everything at first off bat. I got to see it to believe it. You know what I mean? Sometimes, And, especially when it comes to this line of business, people sometimes don't put they can say something, they don't basically back it up in this kind of business. So I go in there, I check one of my videos. My videos had like 40 likes on it. I only just posted it. We never had that many hits on that different platform. 40 hits. I looked at my views, I'm like 3,000, 4,000 views on it already from the door. Like, whoa! So I contact him. He said, "See, I told you I wasn't joking around. All I got to do is just mention your name, and that's it. You automatically going to start getting followers. I'm gonna get you viral in no time at all." Yeah, this guy basically no joke. He's on a couple of heavy platforms. So I'll show you the screenshot. He took me over the screenshot. I was like, "You gotta be freaking kidding me." I've never seen that many like that fast, that quick. So now we got all these followers coming in. People are asking, requesting to be friends and all that stuff like that. So we're loading everybody in. Yeah, that count is blowing up. He said next we're gonna start pushing that. Once we get you viral on that platform, we're gonna transfer to the other platform, bring all your followers over there. Man, amazing. God is good. God is good. That's what I said. At the end of the day, when you haters out there carry on the way you carry on, God sees your work. He sees the way you carry on. He don't like how you treat your servant at the end of the day. He really don't. So my hand is always going to be blessed. I'm always going to have what I need as long as I follow within his guidelines. Now, for those of you saying, "Oh, well, it's wrong for a Christian to come in and back up his product or do what he needs to do," no, it's not wrong. Anytime, if I'm saying something about y'all at the end of the day, it's real. It's not something that I'm making up at all. It's your own information that you have given to me that I'm showing people this is how you are. If I say that you cancel orders and I don't have any proof of you canceling orders, then that's me lying on camera. But I have actual transactions showing your canceled orders and showing emails from you fellows coming over and talking trash, and we can back it up. We've tested your products. We've had your products down here, and we tested. We got the videos to back it up. That's why you can't take me to court for anything, for nothing, because we can back up everything we do. Keep in mind, so you understand this, Christians are not meant to be welcome mats. We're not meant to be stepped on, have people wipe their feet on. God's people are not to be disrespected. Anything you try or do, all you do is just stack more heavy hot coals on top of your head at the end of the day. Christians are always going to prevail. Technology you try to tear down, you kidding me? Do you have any idea how advanced our technology is? Literally, we can make anything we want. We've been blessed to have that ability from God. We can make whatever the freak we want. It's there in my head. If I want to develop a gunmetal, boom, we got it right here. We can develop that in a few days, in hours. We have all the ingredients there. We are blessed to be able to develop that in no time at all. You just watch me produce a gunmetal technology and then turn around and do testing of that technology that no other company or hobbyist will ever do. And then turn around and level gunmetal screens with the technology at 1,000 lumens in max out zones. I can come up here and display on projectors that will cost my customers nothing at all. $3,000 for who's paying that thing today? Don't have to pay that. Dark environments, no, not going to happen. Calibrating projectors, nope, ain't got to do that either. Even my projectors here are in eco mode, and we're still dropping the brightness on the projectors because the screen's gain is insane. It's beautiful. And it takes these companies years to develop the technology we have right now, and we develop it within hours. If I want to, I can replace the entire product line. I've said this, we can do this. I've done it multiple times. I can replace the entire product with a 38 Black Widow and bring something out more advanced than this. The reason why I choose not to make any more screen paints because it's a lot of work at the end of the day. It's a ton of work. A lot of testing. It's more than just coming in and just splattering paint onto a surface, sticking in a dark environment with a high power projector and go, voila, it's done. No, there's testing behind it, actual testing. So when we go in and we're questioning our work, we can come in and back it up. So if somebody runs their mouth and says, oh, you're only using 5,000 or 4,000 projectors to make your screen look good, I can go into an area in the basement that has so much light in it, it equals the light we have outside because we ran the meters and showed you. And I can do it at 1,000 lumens and still perform under certain forms of screens, either it be white screens, whether it be gray screen paints, whether it be certified gunmetals, doesn't make a difference. Our screen will always prevail. And yet these are the same individuals every day running their mouth about this, that, and the other, and you can't even do the simple challenges that we give you. You do know these challenges are everyday stuff we do. This is what we do every day. Right now, what I'm displaying right now, if I made this a challenge, you guys couldn't do it. I can put a star field on each one of these screens. I can put a snow field here. We can put stars over here, bright colors over here. You can't do that. And even crazier, the same screen paints y'all brag about, I was making them 9 years ago. The same products you have, I've already made them already. I know what's in your products already. And now he's obsessed with the gunmetal. He wants the gunmetal so bad. You'll pay for it. Just you go and put your order in and pay for it. I don't see any orders in here by you. Not one. Fernando Gonzalez, not one. Not anything from here from Parte either. Danny Boy's not in here either. I don't see you in here either. But we gave you the opportunity to buy. You don't have to go to another customer. You come on, you two thought we had to go to somebody. You don't got to go to anybody to get it. You can come buy right directly through me. I'll ship it right to your front door because I know what's going to happen. When that paint ends up in there, it's going to rip your stuff up. Please do. Place an order. I'll send it right to your front door. Signature confirmed so we can show you signed for it and everything. What you guys do is you go and say you got it from somebody else. And then what you do is you don't get it from somebody else. You mix black paint in that and try to say, oh, that's how his product came out. Sad thing about that is we could do, actually great thing about the sad thing also, we could do demonstrations on black paint and show it doesn't match your products. So that don't work. So you're saying the reason why you have to go to somebody else to get our product because it's so hard to get it from me at the end of the day. I never said in any one video demonstration that you two were ever banned from buying from me. I never said that. Not one time. So this is my 5th time asking you. Go buy from the website, both of y'all. You want the real 100% product, not that fake nonsense you've been doing? Go buy it. If your product is that good, you buy it off my website and you do the demonstration. Because I don't see any orders with your name over here at all, period. And I've been asking you, I asked you 4 times already. Now, if I got to ask you that 5th time already, I already know from the door that you can't back your product up. Even more, because I told you to buy from the site. Never told you you couldn't. But you refused to buy. All these excuses you're going to have. Oh, out this and oh, that. And so, buy the product. I went and bought yours 15 times, got my money back. I bought from the other one 5 times, got my money back in my account. But yet you guys are afraid. You know why you're afraid? I'll tell you why. Because they know darn well when that product lands there, it is going to be the 100% real. Not the fake stuff they've been making or claiming to be ours. It's going to be the real deal. And they know if they put that product against the product, this stuff is going to get crushed. So this is going to be my 4th invite for you to buy. The next one, the last one, I'm going to post the video. So everybody knows that we gave you the opportunity 5 times. I've requested to buy directly off my website, and why we've requested it, because of your fake demonstrations. That's how I know you can't buy from us at the end of the day. You got the money and you know you do. You can't buy because you know you have the real deal sitting in that box and you know what it's going to do to your product. Just like you know that when we order from you, you will cancel every order and put the money back in my account because you know at the end of the day, your product will not work down here. The truth is the truth. That's what it is, gentlemen. Or maybe it's at the end of the day, you're afraid your address is going to pop up. Maybe that's it. I'll know you lay your head. I know you lay your head. I've hired a private investigator. What do you think how we served you papers at the end of the day? That's how you got documents from us. We hired an investigator in California to track your whereabouts out, where you work at, where you live at, the whole 9 yards. So that way we can go back to an attorney and say, here, this is where they live at, serve them. Same thing for you, Partake. Don't worry about putting your address in there. We're going to have you sooner or later, because sooner or later we have to take you to court. We do the same thing. Hire an investigator. You live over in Jersey. You're not hard to track down. I got family in those parts too. All I got to do is contact an attorney, an investigator. We need to track them down. Go hunt them down. They'll hunt you down. They'll figure out where you work at and everything. Next thing you know, you'll get some documents that'll come to your front door saying, hey, you got to come to court. We know where to get to you. That's why they're afraid to order. They don't want to put their address in. I put my address in 15 times. I put my address in 5 times. I ain't afraid of nobody at the end of the day. My Lord is who protects me, so I'm gonna probably drop my address in there 5 times. I would drop my address. You know where I live at. Same thing with you, Crow. Drop my address in there 15 times. When it comes to you guys, you're scared. You gotta back your products up, gentlemen. That's what you gotta do. Can't get on YouTube. You can't run your mouth, man. You gotta back your products up. You got to. Can't mislead your customers. And they ordered the Gunmetal too. Oh, yeah. So they can find this shopping cart. Okay, yeah. All right. We got to make it known, because when they come in there, they just see the one label. So we got to do a half and half label. I got to do that right now. So we got to do a half and half label. So that way they can see both of them in the cart at the same time. So that's what we're going to have to do. They did order the 30 Gunmetal. They got the big boy kit too. Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Much love, much love, much love. So let me take this out right here. We gotta go. We're gonna go to Sherman Williams. I'm gonna take out my whole entire email because, like I said, I got orders in those accounts. I want them being posted. I don't do that. We don't do that, do we? We don't do that. I love this multi-screen setup. I think I like this more than having just one big screen. I love the multi-screen setup because I get to do so much on here. This is going to start something already. Anytime we do the multi-screen setup, we got people that will paint entire whole walls with this technology because, as I said before, they can do multi-setups because the screen is dark. Like I do 235.1. Oh, we definitely gonna do 235.1. The only problem is getting 235.1 projectors are expensive. Even the ViewSonics jumped. The price jumped by a lot. So I don't know what is going on with that. All right, we're gonna cut this because we're done. I don't want to run over my time because we're a bit over time. We're gonna come back in. For those of you who like these gray screen paint products, at the end of the day, I don't know why you would want to paint this to your screen to begin with. Honestly, I don't know why. Because this stuff fails on every level whatsoever. But just to show you that you don't have to spend that kind of money. Again, this is a screen paint that has been around for a very long time. It's very old. So the most that someone should be charging for this product, if they're selling it, it's about $50. That's it. That's what it's worth, $50. If you go to eBay, you will see people out there selling the products. Yeah, they have it for around $50. I can get 3 quarts of that for around $79. And we did test another fellow by the name, his name was HD Pro. His product was actually really good. It was really, really good. Actually, he beat Crow's product. We got the video to back it up. He beat it's an HD Pro, much cheaper, much more affordable, very nice. I liked it. I didn't do any testing with my product because I wouldn't do that to him at the end of the day. I know my product's gonna overshadow his, so I'm not about that. Just a person, don't mention my name, don't disrespect me in any way whatsoever. So like I said, I like this product. I really do like this product. I can show him ways how to advance it to make it better so he can get more money out of it. But also, too, I wouldn't mind promoting him, hooking him up with what we have over here to get him started to the next level. Very nice person at the end of the day. But, yeah, that's what I'm going to show you his product right there. His product is actually pretty good. Really, very nice. All right, let me get on out of here. Today we're gonna do some Tina. We're gonna blow some stuff up. We need to blow some stuff up. We're gonna blow some stuff. I can't wait. I got the game in and loaded up, and I haven't even got a chance to even peek inside of it yet. But we got to get the work done first. Let's get the customers taken care of. Let's get the orders taken care of for the customers. Get people shipped out. Get things done, and then we can go and enjoy the game. Order me some food. Oh yes, I can't wait. We get to blow stuff up. I wonder what kind of guns I'm gonna get. Borderlands always got the most coolest guns ever. That's what I cannot wait to blow stuff up. And on top of this, it's gonna be all fairy tale until on top of that, we're gonna fight dragons and everything. Oh, I can't wait. Woo! Can you imagine falling down those steps early in the morning? That's a trip right there by itself. I just saw the rickety dickety steps. Good gracious. Hold on for a minute. I gotta go back on that just a minute on that. I know we're past our time here, but man, that give me a panic attack at them day beautiful homes. Look at them suckers, them rickety dickities. You make one more for that, one small misstep, and that is you all day long down them stairs. Woo, man. Now, I would love to do if they had stairs like that and they put one of those railings in that you can just slide down. That would be freaking cool. Just give me a waiver and a helmet. I'll just jump on that bad boy. I'll slide all the way down there. That is freaking insane, man. I wouldn't be walking down there with no flip-flops. Flip-flops would definitely get you murdered on those steps right there. That is freaking crazy. Somebody posted this video. It wasn't turns to it. It was just these steep stairs that just went straight down. These crazy steep stairs, and it led to the ocean. So basically, the stairs went all the way down, and they popped off near the ocean. And somebody said, okay, you can have this house for such and so, but you got to deal with these stairs. And somebody posted, I just put in a water slide. Best comment ever. Because that'd be cool. You're going down to the ocean anyway. I would put in a giant water slide. That sucker would come all the way down, maybe hit a corner. Well, the corner would be kind of asking for it because you really would be asking for it. But anyway, I would come straight down and just have it just come up into a ramp right into the freaking ocean every day. That would be hot. Like, if they converted them steps in the other direction and they put a water slide there, can you imagine that? I'm going to the beach, I'll be back. Oh, that'd be hot. Other parts, how would you get back up it? But guess you'll figure that one out. It's built the water slide. I'm pretty sure you can figure out a way exactly how to get back up. All right, people, and come back in. And we're going to show you, for those of you that are interested in, you're going to be doing these great products anyway, how you're going to do it at $23 a gallon and what shades you need to pick up in order to get the same reaction. Now, like I said, my personal favorite is always going to be Network Gray 773 right there from the door. But you also too, like I said, you got this one called Silver Mist. There's a lot of them. And the ones I'm going to show you, you don't have to add any black paint, no glitter, nothing to it. Paint it on your wall and you're done. Now, like I said, I can show you this easy because this stuff doesn't affect us in any way whatsoever. Our technology can dominate it with no problem. But at the end of the day, if this is something that you are into, you shouldn't be getting gouged. Someone not should be charging you $170 for a product they can't back up the house paint at the end of the day. There's other solutions. That's why we put the digital one crystal screen paint out there on the market. We put it out there for free. For anybody who wants it, can get it for free. But say if you don't want to spend the money for the ingredients, sometimes the ingredients can cost you a bit too much. With this right here, it'll be like $23. You don't have to put nothing in at all, no measurements, just paint it to your wall and you're done. All right, let me get out of here. We'll be popping back in a few minutes. Enjoy my screens. Gotta go and God bless.